Hello and welcome to England in late July. It's the middle of summer and I've had to dig out one of my winter coats. Anyway, something I've noticed is recently it's hard to find anything light-hearted to rant about on this channel. The news is nothing but doom and gloom and it's rather depressing. But luckily, I was scrolling through Twitter and I found a video clip, and I guarantee when you see this clip you will feel better about yourselves, because there's no way anyone watching this channel is as mad as these people. The clip comes from Finland, and I confess I know very little about that country. It does give me an opportunity to once again plug the debut EP by my band, Athena's Revenge, Rise of the Goddess, because the model playing the goddess Athena is a friend of mine and she's from Finland. And if she's anything to go by, well, in the UK, as soon as it starts to get a bit chilly, the average British woman will have 3 jumpers on, 2 coats and will refuse to leave the house. Whereas in Finland, apparently, they can have 5 feet of snow, the fjords can be frozen over, but Finnish women will smash through the ice so they can pose in frozen lakes in their bikinis, somehow without dying of hypothermia. So, here is the video from Twitter. I guarantee this will be the strangest thing you'll see today.
Bei den Finnish Hobbyhorse Championships gab es viele verschiedene Prüfungen auf 6 Plätzen in diesem Jahr. In der Dressur gab es die Kür, eine normale Prüfung und die Dressur Championship, bei der jedoch nur Teilnehmer aus Finnland starten konnten. Die Kür war eine Freestyle-Aufgabe mit Musik. Hier gab es vorgegebene Lektionen, wie zum Beispiel der versammelte Galopp, die Passage oder Galopp-Pirouetten. Bewertet wurde neben den Lektionen der Rhythmus, die Balance in den Grundgangarten, die Ausdauer, Körperhaltung, Schwierigkeitsgrad, Musik und die Choreografie. Im Vorfeld musste man sich für die Prüfung qualifizieren. Im Springen gab es dann gleich 8 verschiedene Prüfungen: Zeit, Stil und Mächtigkeitsspringen.
So if you needed an example of crazy white women shit, that's it. Only white girls will do that stuff. You won't see beautiful African women with ebony skin pretending to ride horses, and you won't see the same thing from Japanese geishas. Essentially, this is a proper competition, a horse show without any fucking horses. Now, clearly, those women have trained for that competition. These are people who wake up in the morning and think, sod learning a new language or finding a cure for cancer, I'm going to pretend to ride a horse. And I'm guessing the only reason they do that is maybe when they were little girls, they wanted mummy and daddy to buy them a pony, and because their parents didn't, they found a way to bring shame upon their family for all eternity. Of course, there's nothing wrong with playing with a hobby horse, it's just that most of us have grown out of it by the time we can ride a bike. Unless, of course, you're taking part in some weird Wicker Man-esque rural shit. And how does this conversation come up? How do these women get involved in this hobby? What is the conversation where one woman says to another, this weekend I'm taking part in an equine competition involving show jumping and dressage, but there aren't any fucking horses? That hobby could not take place in the UK. If you had a woman with her hobby horse going down the street like that, I guarantee within 30 seconds there'd be a gang of teenagers throwing bottles at her and calling her a whore. Is it because they're from Finland? Is that what it is? Because they share a border with Russia, and we know Russia is quite invasion-y. Is it the Finns showing, this is how fucking crazy we are, don't dare invade us, Vladimir? And at the end of the clip, the woman doing the show jumping, that was a really impressive jump. She got a lot of height. Imagine how high she could go if she wasn't pretending to ride a horse! Some of you may be watching this thinking I'm being a bit xenophobic, like I'm picking on the Scandinavians for being unusual. That's not the case though, because I'm going to share something which, if you're not from the UK, I guarantee this is even weirder than the hobby horse stuff. This is a British tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Morris dancing. Yes, that's Morris dancing, a traditional British art form where men tie bells and hankies to their knees and elbows and jump around hitting each other with sticks. And in the UK, we think that's totally normal. And it gets even stranger than that, because there's a dance called the Black Morris, where all of the performers, who usually are all white, put on full blackface and then perform the Morris dance. The thing is though, to outsiders it would look incredibly racist because it's white people blacking up. But there's nothing racial about it. It isn't racist at all. But even weirder, most British people, myself included, have no fucking idea why it takes place. One of the most surreal experiences of my life was around 20 years ago. I was in a village pub in Norfolk, where I'm from originally, drinking with a couple of mates, and on the village green there was a troupe of Morris dancers. However, in the pub someone had put on Smack My Bitch Up by the Prodigy on the jukebox, but strangely the Morris dancers were dancing in time to it. I was wondering what fucking drugs I'd taken. Kids, if someone offers you drugs, just say no. Grange Hill, 1986. That's it, a very short, wet but hopefully light-hearted video. So we've seen there are a few people from Finland who like to do the hobby horse thing. In the UK we have the slightly crazy Morris dancers. If you're watching this from overseas, what strange traditions do your countries have? I was planning just to walk home, but I guess now I'll do it at a canter. As ever, thanks for watching.